Hey guys, Joe from SurviveTheWild.us here. I'm going to continue with going through some of my gear. Okay, so where were we? Last time I went through this pouch. That single pouch, nothing else. Again, there's my K-bar. I added a little lanyard to it so I don't lose it when it's around my wrist. My butt pack is off right now. That's my hat, because I ordered a new one. I'm waiting for it to come in. My old one, this one, cheap nylon, you know, it's torn to bits, both busting out of both sides here. You can see it's busting out. So I'm scrapping it. So all the contents of that is right there. So I might as well just go through that real quick. Now, this is just what was in there the last time I went out, when I did that debris shelter thing. I went out without my top back that night, so that was just an LC harness, pretty light for winter. I'll go through this real quick. Yeah, that's a book on plants. It's Peterson's Field Guide to Edible Plants in eastern and central North America. And these are topos to the White Mountains. I just try to keep them with me. Now, a lot of people might think that that weight is stupid to carry, but I'll eat that thing's weight in food the first day and have made room for it. And when my food runs out, the knowledge in that thing can help to sustain me for a whole heck of a lot longer. I try to memorize as much as I can that's in there, but I go back and forth whether I'm going to carry it in my load or not. I do prefer to carry it. I think it's a comfort mentally. Alright, hold on, that's socks. Cordage, I just got some new cordage. I got this stuff. This is 50 feet of, this is a pretty good climbing rope. It'll hold probably my weight twice over. I think it's like 250, 300 pounds test. That's 100 feet of 2 mil. That's a good buy, man. I advise anybody to get that. That was $7, and it's 100 feet of 2 mil. It's a 100-pound test. It's wicked light. That's awesome stuff. Cheap twine for building shelters, because I don't have to care about losing it. This stuff is just kind of like a, I don't know, kite rope fiber thing. It's not nylon. It's not like a mason line, but mason line's good too. So a lot of cordage, because cordage it's good. One heavy duty trash bag, construction trash bag, 3 mil. Maglite. This is the new LED technology Maglite. I keep this in my pack. I needed something to make my videos brighter, but also I like to carry, I just came to the conclusion that I like to have something like this, because it's nice having a headlamp and stuff, but when you really want to light up the woods, you know, if you're like freaked out or something like that and you really want to light up the woods, it's good to have a nice flashlight. Anyways, that's the advanced medical whatever you call it, security blanket thing that I carry, reflective on the inside. Tell you the truth, I haven't used it the last couple times I've been out in the winter in a debris shelter. I just lay down. But anyways, good to have, I guess. Toilet paper and wipes, but what I do with the wipes is I let them dry out first. That way I can just add water to them, or, you know, snow between my hands or something like that. I'm not going to carry the weight of wet wipes, but it's good to have something, you know, rugged sometimes for cleaning and stuff. This is out of an old backpack, a hydration bladder. So I figure once I run out of food, I'll just stuff this thing, fill it up, especially if I know I'm going to leave water, a source of water, and I don't know where the next one will be. I can fill this thing all the way up, you know, have this thing coming out of my butt pack, and know that I got, you know, plenty of water to last me, because, you know, you go out with just a quarter canteen, I mean, I'm sorry, a quart of water in your canteen, and you leave and you don't necessarily know where you're going to find water next, you might want to carry more water next time. goggles. I'm a firm believer if you're going to go out in the wintertime, you should be able to cover every bit of skin, so you have no skin exposure whatsoever. Because when it's really cold, you can't have any. So if you don't have goggles or anything like that, you're not going to be moving. So I just took, these are just cheap shop goggles, you know, like the clear ones. Bought them for like $1.50 at, you know, like a dollar store type place, and I put them in this bag I had from an old safety blanket. And that way, with my face mask and my gloves and everything else, I'm fully covered. I think that's good to have in the winter. Right now I got 3 MRE heaters. Good for when weather's really bad sometimes and fire's not an option. You might like to think that you're going to get out and start a fire, but when the snow's blowing and, you know, the wood's all covered, it's just not an option. So sometimes you need to and also they're good for heat. After these things are done cooking, like you cook off a meal or some coffee or something with them, you take them and you put them, slide them in the small of your back, and they'll stay warm for hours, man. I mean, they're so hot they burn you, you know. So good to have. First aid kit. I'm not going to go into this today, but there's a lot of stuff in there. I've got surgical scissors, tweezers, another lighter that I keep for sterilizing stuff. There's enough in here to fix, you know, just about anything. I don't skimp on that. I got Dayquil, Sudafed, all that stuff, but anyways, I'll open that up sometime. This is probably the best thing I keep in there. I can't stress this enough. I'm going to put this down real quick so I can open this. So inside of an MRE bag, which is really nice to have for carrying water and stuff like that, it's or collecting stuff. It's really rugged bags. Those are great bags. Socks. Those are liners. That's a pair of fleece, and that's an extra pair like smart wool. Listen up, because this is a very important lesson, and it took me learning over time, and you can learn it right now in 2 seconds if you actually listen and adhere to it. When you stop hiking and you've set up your fire or your shelter or whatever, and you're getting ready to go to bed, even if you think your feet aren't wet, before you go to bed, take off your boots, swap out for completely new socks, take your old socks, stuff them in your clothes or something like that so they stay warm and, you know, hopefully dry a little bit, not right up against your skin where it's going to be moist, but, you know, like in between your fleece layer and your shell. And put on all new nice socks, you know, swap it out completely, and put your boots back on and leave them a little loose, you know, so it's got plenty of air insulation. Don't crush down your insulation. I'm gonna do a video on insulation just by itself, but that'll be another day. Let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna cut it there. That was pretty good, just going over what was in my butt pack, and I'll continue with this other stuff another day. I'll do, you know, this pouch, and there's, you know, my canteen and this bag, and what I actually keep in my top bag. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost completely forgot. Besides this was a huge bag of food. Actually, not all this. I probably just added half of this. Like this weekend, I re-upped on all my food. I even put one of those nice chicken cashew curry. This was the best buy per calories and quantity for its price. It was only $6.50. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's a chicken cashew curry. Anyways, I'm almost out of time. Oh, hold on. Have a good one.